Surprised you made it on time.
All right. I'll bite. Why wouldn't I be here?
I just figured your new PR guy have you doing a couple radio shows and TV shows this afternoon, talking yourself up.
Oh, man. Look, you just rented a condo in your headspace. Hey, look, if you're not careful, I might just buy the whole building.
Okay, so you got jokes, huh? You ever get tired of hearing your own hustle?
There it is. My first down payment.
So it's all you now, huh? Just you and baby Zuckerberg?
Zach's on all the mad ants, all right? This exposure's good for all of us. We all win.
The mad ants aren't going anywhere. He needs to just focus on looks from the league. Everything else is a waste of time.
So what, you think that he's going to help you with the scouts, too?
I know he's going to help you. But you're in my way.
Have you heard about Vlad?
Nah, who's Vlad?
The Romanian guy on the Nets. They just brought him over. Vlad the Impaler?
I didn't see a Vlad on the roster.
Their center.
Andre Haji?
Right, yeah, but they call him Vlad the Impaler.
Hey, man, don't sweat it, Howie. Whoever he is, we got this.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Yeah. I read up this morning on Wayne Hoops HQ. The blog called us out, saying that the key to this game is neutralizing Haji. And the only way to do that is to get everybody involved, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you looking to get a triple-double?
I'm looking to win, baby. Win!
Critic and a cynic, invite her over.
Welcome, everyone, to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have another great G League matchup for you tonight between the Mad Ants and the Long Island Nets. I'm Blake Suniga, alongside my good friends Tim Swartz and Brian Banafatemi. Tim, what do you make of this matchup?
Well, we have some great stars to watch in this game as Marcus Young and recent addition AI will look to carry the weight against a very tough Long Island team.
And we'll look to see how he adjusts to the G League.
And of course, the Nets are led by the Romanian big man, Vlad the Impaler. He's the type of big man that can just take over a game.
A lot of storylines to follow in this matchup. It should be a fun one.
And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller. He's a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
They get the rebound, and it's blocked by Andre Haji.
And the length of Haji comes in handy. A huge guy who must keep finding ways to block shots.
And Joseph gets it to go.
And for Long Island, Vlad is the star of the team, but the top to bottom, they have talent.
Absolutely. They provide a tough matchup for teams because they can run so many sets from inside and out. Reminds me a little bit of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed.
Hey, great point, Brian.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 for 5 from the floor here early.
Pass to Kelsey. Haji with it. Over Trigg. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Outside Young. All alone. And the jumper falls for him.
Quick thinking from Young. He's a confident young man. He'll pull the trigger anytime he thinks he can get the shot off cleanly.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Nelson. Joseph, the screen. Back to Haji. The shot comes out. Nice D from Connor Trigg. And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or to catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
Fast break, here we go. AI, he's guarded by Kelsey. Trigg a screen to the paint. Good, and the assist goes to AI.
You like to see that kind of offense know-how from AI. Perfect timing on the pick and roll. He gives a defense fits when he's running that play well.
Now here's Kelsey. Here's Haji. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, he is a handful of a center. Does everything you want from a big man, including scoring, defense, and setting up others on the offensive end. And the D definitely slow reacting to the step back that time.
Now a timeout called by Long Island. And with Haji, as you mentioned, it is the ability to create for others that's so special.
Very special, very skilled, very smart player. And you know, it's rare to see a player of his caliber last long down in the G League. And I just think it's a matter of time before he catches on with an NBA squad. You just know there are scouts here watching him play.
Well, there's got to be teams that could use that kind of playmaking ability.
Absolutely.
Now, here's Fresh. Pass to Mack. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Those 2 points, almost a sure thing when they're able to get the ball inside to that position.
The Mad Ants with the lead. Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
Now, here's Russell. Inside. AI with the block.
And really a big part of shot blocking is timing. AI showing that he's capable of rejecting shots. Another one hauled in, and they hold the slight edge in rebounding here early.
Yes, scrapping for each and every rebound. They're not backing down.
Now, here's Russell. Defended by Carter.
You know how things get around here in Fort Wayne. When the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
On the wing, Brad James. Pass to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 16, and he comes up with the deuce. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Grace. To the middle. Back to AI. Trig a screen. Outside Carter. Another miss by Howie Carter. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mad Ants out in front, up 4. After this. And now the second quarter. Long Island trailing here. Here's Nelson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice job capitalizing inside. Gotta like seeing Nelson test his luck from there.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans. Had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still, showed some great potential in what was his final year.
To the paint, here's James. That's good, and so Ted Nelson with the assist.
Excellent situational awareness. Leaves someone open around Nelson, and he's going to exploit it.
Pass to Tatum. AI. Trig a screen. To the inside. It's stolen by Andre Haji. And that's going to be over and back. Wasn't watching for the line that time. And AI, not the leader of the Bulldogs team, but he was a vital piece.
Yeah, wasn't the leader while he was there, as that role was filled by Corey Harris, but he certainly showed promise. Physically, it's always been there for AI, right? He just needed time to sharpen the mental aspect of the game.
The drive by AI, and AI throws it down.
Well, I'm not sure, Brian, if you caught the local news, but apparently some of the Mad Ant players played a pickup with some of the locals.
Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love them out here.
Trig a screen. The drive by AI. Shoots the 3. Long Island with the rebound.
Shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind.
Don't let the opponent score again.
Now here's Kelsey. He's closely guarded. Pass to Haji. For 3. Another shot. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And Start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. AI really making a difference here.
He had the magic touch in the first half when it came to setting up his teammates. Just a pile of assists for him.
Which isn't a very common occurrence for him. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's just not the case in this one.
Yeah, he hadn't established position.
And that's the call you want the refs to make in that situation. If there's any doubt at all, it should be a block.
I agree. Give the offense the benefit of the doubt.
Pass to Andrews, and Robert Andrews slams it in.
Recognizing the overcommitment, Kelsey knows it's his responsibility to get it to his open guys.
Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA.
Masterful job creating off the screen. AI isn't afraid to get crafty out there.
Pick by Haji. Here's Kelsey. The shot, no good. And Fort Wayne the other way now. A good look from Marcus Young, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
He's definitely been their floor leader at the offensive end.
Well, he has been today. He's done a great job of keeping that ball moving.
And he's just so strong with the handles, too. He's such a joy to watch.
And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
Nelson outside. Picked by Haji. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Young. It's hauled in by the Mad Ants.
Boy, I mean, there's no excuse for missing that shot after being freed up by the pick.
Yeah, I love that movement and communication, and coaches love that too. Came away empty, but they got the look they wanted.
One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment to having the team stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room and the surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the results on the floor.
Here's Fresh. Pass to Russell. Here's Campbell. Goes back up. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of the last 10 points have been assisted on.
Some great passing. They keep finding the open man.
Trig a screen. And here's AI outside and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 for 9 shooting. Pass to Odom. No good. So Fort Wayne will take it the other way. And when Young is on the floor, you know he is going to be a threat to score.
Offense just comes so easy to Young, and he knows it. You hope he finds a way to expand his game, but when you need a bucket, he is such a good option to have.
And there's a pick. Young with the steal. Here we go, all alone. Here's Trigg. It's now a double-digit lead.
Well, defensively, you know, they're just looking for answers. Ever since halftime, they've seemed kind of disjointed, out of sync. They've got to get back on the same page.
An interesting thing I heard about Trigg is that he didn't take up basketball until he was halfway through high school. He was actually a gymnast as a young athlete, but his body outgrew that sport.
Now a timeout called by Long Island.
He's been ice cold. He's been forcing a lot of shots, and as a result, his team is suffering. Instead, he needs to get the ball moving and get his teammates involved.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. They set the screen. Pass to James. Over AI. Nice shot by James.
perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's AI. Got it. Number 7 on the night, 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, I think AI did some work on his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
Pass to Fresh. Now James. Poked away. Just 5 to shoot. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. So both teams... Randolph with the steal. Here's the break. Pushing it up. Oh, hammered, and he'll go to the line.
And when Young is in control of himself, he's a special talent, just a natural scorer who possesses a ton of confidence. They're working hard to get inside and draw contact a little more than they did in the first half, Tim.
You know, and defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Pass to Haji. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Long Island keeps possession.
Still Nets ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Kelsey. It's stolen by Trigg. Shoots over Haji. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Now here's Odom. Guarded by Young. And stolen by AI. Moving it up. And Connor Trigg throws it down.
Well, that speaks to the intelligence of AI. Knows when one of his guys isn't being covered.
Got a piece of it. And the foul called on AI. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And so it's Long Island with it. Trailing by 13. And the foul called on AI. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And they're 1 away from being in the penalty.
They're going to have to be cautious from now on because the next one puts them on the line.
Those free throws can really add up.
Here's Haji. Connects on the 17-footer. And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Haji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
Outside Kelsey. Pass to Haji. Odom. And the 3 off target. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. AI drives in. On the wing, Paul Tatum. Shot clock at 6. AI outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Paul Tatum.
Seeing the range on AI is going to impress the higher-ups in this organization. That's deep. The more of those he hits, the more attention he'll get, and he's waited a long time for that.
And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down, get a little breather here too.
Bullseye! Nails it!
Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim. This one was about as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez.
At the line for the Nets, Kendrick Price. Shooting 1.
It's stolen by Odom. Pass to James. And stolen by AI. Randolph. Finished off the break.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
They set the pick, and here's James. over AI. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
Terrific job to convert the putback opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish, and that's something we say about him a lot.
And there it is, the final whistle. Mad Ants win. Fantastic performance from the team to defend the home court.
And there were standout. But I like the way that the whole team, everybody, aimed to slow up Vlad the Impaler. That was a key factor in Fort Wayne coming out with the win.
Offensively, the Mad Ants seem to be gelling, and you can just see when this team is on the same page. And they gave us a peek of how deadly they could be on offense tonight.
And that's about all she wrote, folks. For Tim Sports and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us on this presentation of G League basketball.
What's your name? You're working hard, right? Fighting.
Yeah, but I keep slamming into this wall.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing everything right. I keep my head down. I grind.
But you're still hitting that wall. So climb over it. Find your way around it. Dig a tunnel underneath it. Do not think about this wall as a barrier. Think about it as a question.
What's the question?
When I was a little kid, I wanted a big sounding job, right? Just like everybody else. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, president.
Astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Right. But then I got older, and my heart told me something else. Words. I loved how they sounded when I gave them context, purpose. I knew I wanted to be great at it. And everyone told me that it was impossible because of the barriers, right? I'm a female. The odds, the competition, and never be able to make it as a living. And unfortunately, they were right. Every single door that I knocked on was slammed in my face.
But you knew they were wrong.
I knew that I could write. But I had to think about why I was being rejected. What were my flaws? Regroup, rethink.
You went over that wall.
I built a ladder.
So, what happened?
It all fell apart, and now I just troll around at carnivals looking for stuffed animals to complete my collection.
Oh, right. See, that's impossible. Can't be done.
No, now I have a great career, and it pays me enough that it's my only job, and it continues to grow. I am a sports writer and owner of Wayne Hoops HQ.
Wait, Wayne, that's you? That's amazing. I read you like all the time. I always thought you were a guy.
Oh, okay, because girls can't write about sports?
Nah, the exact opposite. I always thought it was written by a dude named Wayne.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, your piece about Ben Simmons' development as a passer, man, I read that like 50 times.
Thank you. Yeah. I did feel like going out with you was kind of touchy territory and crossing a line, so I kind of wanted to see how this went before I told you about it. What I do is very important to me, so anything that could call that into question is a red line.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I want to get you something before you leave.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah,
What is
company
on
your
no.
walk home.
Thank you. Thank you for this giant elephant.
No, you won't look creepy at all. Just tall guy, his stuffed animal.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Rhymes with ash can? Yo, 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 it's your boy AI coming at you from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all by way of China and the Shanghai Bears. What's up to my people out there? What's up, Wei? What's up, Zhang? What's up, Coach? Hey, Corey Harris, I'm coming for you, man. I'm not gonna take it easy on you, but man, we're gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. How was that?
Not magic, but it works. Yeah, it works really well actually. It's real. It's unfiltered, you know? It's gonna give me something to cut into the gameplay so that people get to know the real you.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm just trying too hard to promote me only. I want my game to speak first.
Your game is gonna speak for you, man. I'm gonna speak for you. There's nothing wrong with having a couple more voices in the room.
Look, hey, you gotta keep your wrist loose, all right? You're shooting too flat.
What do you care how I shoot? You're the one with the game coming up.
I know. Look, one more time, okay? Wrist loose, elbow in. Woo! That's right, baby. Feels good, right?
It does.
Hey, so, you think I screwed up with Nikki?
What, on that date?
Yeah. I think that she thinks I'm nervous around her now since she's a reporter.
Are you nervous?
Well, maybe, I guess, but, I mean, it's not like because she's a blogger. I mean, I think about her all the time, like, she's in my head, man, like, it's actually kind of nice. You know, it feels right. It feels like something's happening.
Wow. It's the unflappable AI finally getting butterflies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, it's kind of like what Paul was saying about the city. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but I mean, not like this. Something about her just makes me feel like I'm home.
What? We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the 2-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you, and you can see it in her eyes. You go, "This is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?"
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's sell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have
Let's
to do.
keep it at the game for now, okay, man?
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. Yeah, for now.